Nikita RoqueSox, your friendly internet fangirl, and welcome to the Sox Box. So, Harry Potter is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the release of the first book, The Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you live. Now, even though I absolutely love the Harry Potter series, I have one giant complaint about it, and that is that so many of the main characters have been sorted into Gryffindor. Now, I generally have a lot of complaints about Gryffindor. I have an entire video on it, but this in particular bugs me the most. So today I'm going to tell you guys about a few Gryffindors who I think are way better suited for other houses and why. So yeah, let's do this. So first up is Hermione Granger. Now, I know there's a lot of people who think that Hermione should have been in Ravenclaw because, you know, she's smart and stuff, but everyone seems to forget that Ravenclaw also has the trait creativity, something that Hermione unfortunately greatly lacks. It's why she sucks at divination. So I think that Hermione belongs in Slytherin. Why Slytherin? She's ambitious, she's resourceful, she literally uses the word clever to define herself in the first book. Whether you want to admit this or not, that girl is cunning. She knows how to make herself useful to others, and also how to be a pain to others. Plus, you cannot tell me that she is not determined to prove herself. This is why Snape called her an insufferable know-it-all. Like, come on, she's a Slytherin. You can't argue with my logic. I mean, you probably can, but this is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. Next is Rubeus Hagrid. I honestly have no idea how anyone sorted him into Gryffindor. Like, this dude is a hufflepuff. You cannot deny that. He is hardworking, he is loyal, he is kind. He has the patience for a three-headed dog. And, you know, an acromantula. Why can't I say that word? Did I even say that right? You know what I mean, I'm talking about Aragog. Plus, he's definitely unafraid of toil because this guy lugs in 12 Christmas trees every year without magic. Like, come on, he's a Hufflepuff. Next is my favorite Weasley, George. Now, I know that daring is a huge part of George and Fred, which makes them suited for Gryffindor, but I think that George is better suited for Ravenclaw, because like Ravenclaw traits are intelligence, wit, creativity, originality, acceptance. Like, you cannot tell me that George is not the poster boy for Ravenclaw. Like, he just fits it so well. And I know you're probably thinking, well, what about Fred? I did think of putting Fred in Ravenclaw as well, but I think he's actually better suited for Slytherin because he does tend to be a little meaner with his pranks, and also there was the thing where he wanted to blackmail Ludovic Bagman, I think, in the 4th book, so, you know, that falls under cunning. Also, I did think that, you know, Fred was the first one to accept Percy back, which could have been acceptance for Ravenclaw, but also fraternity is a Slytherin trait, and I think it fits more with that, so yeah. Next we have Lily Potter. Now, admittedly, I don't know that much about Lily, but I do know that she was kind to Severus and Remus, who definitely needed a friend more than most during the Marauder era, and also she must have had a lot of patience for dating James Potter, and also the biggest point of Lily was that she sacrificed herself for Harry, which was not seen as an act of bravery, it was seen as an act of love. So I think that Lily should have been in Hufflepuff. And now for the final character who I think definitely did not belong in Gryffindor. Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. Wow, that's a long name. So I'm not gonna beat around the Black family tree for this one. He belongs in Slytherin. He is the most cunning person in the entire book. He is planning the death of Voldemort from the very first chapter, a plan that includes the death of Harry and himself. I mean, I guess planning his own death goes against self-preservation, but that is a minor detail that we will overlook for now. Dumbledore is brilliant, cunning, resourceful, and he manipulated so many characters, mainly Severus Snape, and I seriously feel so sorry for the guy, even though I don't really like him, but yeah, this one, you absolutely cannot fight me on. Dumbledore should have been in Slytherin. So yeah, those are Gryffindor characters that I don't think belong in Gryffindor. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and also, I want to know from you guys, who are characters that you think should have been in Gryffindor but weren't? I personally think that Tonks definitely should have been in Gryffindor. Like, she seems really brave and awesome and stuff. I know compared to everything else I said that is really poor reasoning, but I mean, come on, she married a werewolf. That girl has nerve. Anyways, that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like it, share it, and if you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe and book the bell to join the Sox Box and get a Soxy new video every Wednesday. if you want to know what I'm doing the rest of the week, you can head over to my personal channel and social media, the links to which are all down in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next week, you just keep rocking. Bye! My camera's gonna die!